Recorded?
Where are you recording this?
No.
We're recording, okay? Hi, everybody. You're allowed to say hello. My name is Rochelle Rothman, and I'm really excited to be here tonight because I didn't have to go out of the house. Isn't that nice? We're on a Zoom. All the years that I've been doing Tupperware, which is, if you have a calculator, it's since 1969, believe it or not. I tell people I started when I was 5. If you can believe that, there's a bridge I can sell you. Anyway, I'm with Tupperware many years, having a lot of fun, usually in somebody's home. And I bring my products and we have a good time and I share ideas, recipes, and there's prizes. And our host tonight is Nechama. So let's hear it for Nechama for inviting us all tonight to be experiencing our Zoom tonight. Yay for Nechama. Any case, because she's invited you to experience our Zoom tonight, we're going to be watching some of the things I'm going to make. This is what we call a Tupperware party cooking class. So when I would go into people's homes, I would make maybe one item and everybody would watch. And the best part is they would get to taste it and to eat it. Unfortunately, you can't taste what I'm making. They don't let us fax food yet. So you're not going to see that happen. Unless you live within 10 blocks of my house, you're welcome to come by tomorrow and taste it. We're going to be making 3 interesting recipes. Right now, also, we are in the middle of Tupperware celebrating our 76th birthday month. That means that this month, there's all kinds of specials happening every week. I know that you must have gotten the flyers that Nechama passed along to you. It's also on the site, which we gave you the link so that you can go on there and take a look too. And I'm going to be sharing some of them with you. One of the special things is that you have an opportunity to see and to order anything you'd like through the link, or you can call me directly and order it and I'll help you place the order. Anything that happens through the party tonight, our host has the benefit and getting really nice gifts based on the sales that's generated. That means you could show the flyers to anybody you want between now and Sunday, and she'll get credit for all the orders that come through. So now, right now, I wanted to play a game. So are you able to get a piece of paper and a pen? Can you get a piece of paper and a pen, everybody? Paper and a pen. Okay? Paper and a pen. We're going to play a cute game. Right? It's Tupperware's birthday, right? So what we're going to do is on that paper, you're going to take the paper and the pen and you're going to put it on your head. And you're going to draw a picture without looking at it. I'm going to tell you step by step what to do. Okay? Really? Okay? We're going to draw a nice big circle, like an island. In the middle of the paper, make a circle. Now you're not looking, remember that. Okay? Now this is, it's Tupperware's birthday, so it's a birthday. You're going on a trip. This is a birthday present. You're going to an island. Okay, and without looking at it, now that you made the island, put a tree on the island, a nice palm tree. Okay? Put a palm tree on it. Okay, now you didn't get there just by dropping in, you went on a boat. So draw a picture of a boat. Put a boat in the water. All right, now on the palm tree, there has to be some coconuts. So put some coconuts in the palm tree. Okay, now go back to the boat and put some sailors on the boat. All right, now we're going back to the palm tree. And we're going to put some grass near the palm tree. Now back to the boat, we're going to make portholes. You know, the holes, the windows on the boat, the portholes on the boat. Okay, now it's a nice day, so the birds are flying. Put some birds in the air. All right. And there's some fish in the sea because they have to eat, so put some fish in the sea. and it's a very sunny day. So put the sun in the sky. Okay, now look at what you drew. Look at your pictures. They should be funny because you didn't do a good job because you couldn't see. Okay, I'm going to give you points for what you did. So now I'm going to tell you what they're worth, okay? You can open your mute so I can hear you if you want. Unmute yourself so I can hear you.
On the pond.
Okay.
Okay, so now if you have the island in the center, you get 20 points.
Aviva, show the picture. Aviva, show.
20.
No, no.
Let's show the picture to the lady.
If you have the palm tree in the island and not in the water, you get another 20. If you have coconuts on the palm tree, you get 10 each coconut that's on the palm tree.
Yeah, how many coconuts?
Not in the water. If the boat is in the water and not shipwrecked, you get 40 points. For every porthole you have on the ship, 10 points. Now, if the sailors are on the boat and they're not drowning, you get 20 points each sailor that's on the boat. Okay, now the birds. If you have more than 2 birds in the sky, you get 20 points. And if you have 3, you get another 10.
I have exactly 2.
Okay, if you have the sun is in the sky, if the sun is to the left, you get 10. If the sun is to the right, you get 20. If the sun is right in the middle, you get 40. And if the grass is on the island, you get 10. Now count your points. Let's see how many points you have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
110.
110. Who thinks they have more than 110?
Let me see Aviva. Show the picture.
110. The sun is on the left side.
0 points.
Right? 10 to 40. There's 110.
Who has more than 110?
I didn't count yet.
110.
I can't hear you. Shiran? What do you have?
80.
80. Okay. And
Peki, mentioned more of them.
Tanya, what do you have? You had 110?
I think I have
110, yeah.
150.
I can't hear you talking at the same time. What'd you have?
110.
What do you have, Nechama?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I think 110 is the winner, so let's hear it first. Shiran, she has the most. So this is Shiran.
No, Shiran had 80, she said.
Oh, Tanya has the most. Tanya, you're the winner. Yay.
Thank you.
All right, so now I have different presents to give out. Now these presents, because Nechama doesn't live far from me, we can get it to you, okay?
I make the whole lot.
You made a house.
This is gonna be for you. This is called a funnel, a large funnel. That means you could pour one thing into another easily without splattering it anywhere. Also, one of the things that I've done over the years that I've been in Tupperware, when I started out in Tupperware, I did not know my way around the kitchen at all. I'm a little sister. My older sister cooked, the younger one baked. I was the middle one, tasting their food on my way out the door. So I really didn't have to learn to cook until after I got married. Now, when I got married, my mother-in-law and my mother knew I didn't really know how to cook. So they used to send food a lot. And when my husband came home from school, because he was going to school at the time, I would ask him, what do you want for dinner? My mother's or yours? And that was my menu for almost a whole year. And that's how we managed with our food. The weekends we went to my parents, and on Sunday, my in-laws would usually take us out to eat somewhere. And that was how I managed in those days, because I was working full time. Didn't have a car. And when I had my first son, and he was about 7 or 8 months old, that's when I joined Tupperware. I had been living in a small apartment with a few floors up. And I joined Tupperware without a car. I just did it a little bit. He was a really good baby. He basically ate, slept, and wet, and that's all he did. And then we moved into our second apartment. Our first apartment was the kind of apartment in those days, we're talking about 1969. That's almost 53 years ago, when I was 5, right? And the rent in those days was the amount that you wish your cell phone was. It was $90 a month rent. Can you imagine that? Then we moved to the second apartment, and the rent was then about $210. And after 10 days in that apartment, I joined Tupperware because I had nothing to do. He was a good baby that slept, and I had no furniture. I had nothing to do except maybe to collect the dust in a strainer. So I joined Tupperware basically because at the time I was bored. And once I started to do some parties, I realized that I can make some really nice money. And my second son was born 18 months after the first, and he was colic for 7 months. You know what that means? That means he doesn't stop crying. And when I was told, get out more, you'll feel better. And I did. I did so much business that Tupperware said, Rochelle, you can become a manager. And my husband said, what does that mean? They said, well, you can earn the use of a car. They pay the insurance. And you make more money. And I go, wow. So he said, you're becoming a manager. And over the years, I've gotten over 24 cars from Tupperware, all brand new. They take it back after a year or two, and then you get another one. And I had 2 more boys, which is 4 more reasons to get out of the house. And over the years, since I didn't know how to cook at the beginning, I learned everything through Tupperware, how to cook and how to do all the good things with food. Because at the beginning, he was willing to try anything I made at least once, because he had good medical insurance. He didn't worry if I'd poison him. So that worked out pretty well. And then I changed my recipe, and I had 2 daughters. So I have 6 children in a hurry. That keeps me busy. And that's part of what I do. Now, when all these years that I've been selling Tupperware, we had so many opportunities to earn more money or to do other things in the business, to teach and to learn. And I learned all kinds of food recipes and techniques about the microwave and about the freezer that I share it with everybody. And after 30 years in Tupperware, I was fortunate enough to be requested by a lot of people to put together a cookbook. And I did. I wrote a cookbook a while ago, and everybody loved it. It was called Not Just a Cookbook. It was food around the year by month. And before each month, there were funny stories of my experiences selling Tupperware for all those years. And then I started to share the recipes with people at my Tupperware parties. And as a result, everybody's been trying out all these. Now, Tupperware taught us how to use the tools at a party. So we're going to be making right now 3 different recipes. First, we're going to make pistachio crusted salmon. If you look here, I have 2 beautiful pieces of salmon. And I have what we call the Tupperware chop and prep. In the book, it's in the red. I'm using mine from the house, but it comes in a red color. It's 1 3/4 cup capacity, and I have in there pistachio nuts. The whole idea of this, it's a silicone base. When you pull this, it chops. Now, if you had onions in here in 4 seconds, it would be chopped. I'm putting the shells all crushed. Look at that. Now, I'm putting that in together with the zest of a lemon. Now, I took the lemon and I scraped off the zest of the lemon earlier, and I put it in here. I mixed it up, a little salt and pepper. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to place it on top of each salmon steak. Just laying it on top. This is one of the easiest.
Can you please put the camera closer? You can't see nothing. Can you please put closer the camera?
Closer?
The camera closer, because we can't see when you do like something.
Like that? Okay.
It's better. Okay.
Okay. I'm putting the pistachios on it. Placing it on. Just pressing it down with a spoon. You don't need any oil or anything else on it because salmon is an oily fish. It generates its own oil. I'm using the Tupperware Micro Pro Grill. Now, this particular pot. It looks like a pot really, because it's metal on the outside, covered over with a material called Eterna. What it does is it doesn't allow anything to stick on it. So you need no oil or any kind of greasing or anything on it. It's amazing. Now this goes in the microwave, and you're wondering, how can you put this in the microwave? Because it's metal, right? Well, what happens is the microwaves are not going to be cooking this at all. The outside is metal. So what happens is the microwaves do not go through the metal. Same thing with the cover. The cover is metal encased in the Tupperware. So when the microwaves touch the metal, it heats up the entire container to 450 degrees. So whatever's inside is going to cook from the heat, not from the microwaves. Can you imagine that? Now the cover is touching the food. So what happens is it grills it, just like a barbecue grill. If I was putting in here hamburgers or steak, it would grill it. If I wanted to put, I put red potatoes in here not too long ago. In the oven, it's usually about 45 minutes for those little red potatoes. In here, it was 8 minutes. Imagine. There's also another part to it, like a ring, a silicone ring. If you want to use that, you can make a cake in here. If you're turning the cover this way, so it's elevated, it's not touching the food. It's like a casserole dish. You can make in here pizza. You can make in here a blueberry cobbler, any kind of a food item where it's not touching like a grill. But I'm using it as a grill now. So I'm putting it in the microwave, and in 6 minutes, we're gonna have grilled salmon. Okay, I'm putting it in now in the oven, microwave oven. Okay.
We have another participant who came in,
Oh, okay.
Sarah Rachel.
Hi, Sarah Rachel, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, we're gonna put your name on the ticket. My name is Rochelle Rothman. Sarah Rachel, on the chat, put down your phone number and your email, please, okay? So
Okay.
I'm gonna put you in the drawing, but I'm putting your name here. Okay, we just put in the microwave a pistachio crusted salmon. Now the chopper is 3 different sizes. This is the small one, the supersonic small chopper. It's 1 3/4 cup capacity. Many times I make my dips in here, my avocado, Pesach, a lot of people use it for charoses. You can make your onions chop in 4 seconds, literally. Garlic, herbs. One thing I hate about herbs, I have a son-in-law who's a vegetarian. He eats no meat, no chicken, no fish. And I throw in here like dill or any kind of the herbs that you want to add, cilantro, any of those things. You pull in, boom, 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 and it's already chopped. One pull is like 15 cuts with a knife. Then there's the next size. This size is the tall. And this one works the same way, except it's 3 cuts capacity. In this one, I usually make my smoothies most of the time. But we're going to be making now a smoothie. Now this smoothie is in the supersonic chopper. This is 5 3/4 cups. It has a beautiful triple stainless steel blade, which is angled, which means every time the ingredient goes up, it forces it down. We put in the cover. And the same, so to speak, motor that fits on the little one fits on the big one as well. And you just slide it in like that. And when you turn it, it's going to be like the power that does the job.
Is it electronic?
It's not electric at all. 2 fingers, only 2 fingers. Now I put the funnel in, and the funnel is very interesting. If you could see it closely, you'll see that it has measurements on it. That means you don't need to use measuring spoons, because it gives you those measurements like a measuring spoon. And when you keep it this way, it's locked, so the ingredient won't fall in until you're ready. When you turn it, it goes right into the Power Chef. Isn't that interesting? So use it either way. Now, for the purpose of this recipe, I'm just going to put it in the top. I'm putting in 1 cup of almond milk, Paris, with my Tupperware measuring cups. By the way, now they come in red, and there's a special sale right now on the set, which you probably saw it in the flyer, but we'll pass it out shortly. Then I'm putting in banana, frozen strawberries, and frozen blueberries, 2 cups of protein powder, and a little bit of cinnamon, which is like a blood stabilizer. If you want to really eat healthy, you could take a couple of spinach, a drop of kale in there if you wanted, really just about any extra ingredient that you'd like. And all you do is just like that. And it's ready. Show you what it looks like. This is a Tupperware tumbler 2. I'm going to take this out. See that? I wish you could taste it, but I'm telling you, it's so delicious. I brought it to somebody who was in rehab the other day. It was actually my sister. I brought her this, and she called me later in the day, and she said, that was the most delicious smoothie I ever had in my life. She said, when are you coming to visit me next? So I gave her daughter the ingredients so she could make one for her. This is really delicious. You can have this as a breakfast or as a lunch. It's very, very easy to make. Very easy. Okay. Now I use the Tupperware spice shakers. I love them because any kind of spice shakers that you take out, usually when you turn your spices, it drips down on the side or it doesn't stay fresh because, you know, when you open up your spices, it has 9 months of a shelf life. This gives it 5 years longer, 5 times the amount. And when you open it, there's little prongs. Every time you close it, it knocks in any clog and it opens it up. So there's all kinds of things you can do with that. Now I used, for the zest, I told you I used this to zest it. This is called the all-in-one. It's a small cup container that happens to fit the zester. It also has a juicer, so if you want to squeeze juice of any kind. And it has an egg separator. So if you're doing a recipe where you don't need the yolks and the eggs, you want them separate, it does it right in here. Now, if you're making something with juice and it has pits, you put the cover on this way, and there's a little prong here that doesn't let you pour pits into your ingredients, into your recipe. It holds it back, so it's nice. This is really quite inexpensive. All these pieces together are only, I think, $15 or so, approximately. And what's so nice about this is this was designed to fit in the Tupperware mix and store, which is the larger pitcher that we use when you're going to be baking. And you want to use something like a hand mixer inside. This will hold it. It won't splatter at you. This holds 8 cups. But it also holds the juicer, the egg separator, and the zester. It fits all these. This is ideal. So it has a little cover here. So if you wanted to start a pancake mix today and finish it tomorrow, you can cover it and put it right in the fridge. Some people use this to measure the water for challah. It could be used for that too. Okay. Next, we're going to do my favorite. We're going to make a nice dessert. Now it's almost Erev Shabbos. So wouldn't you like to have a chocolate mousse as a dessert? By the way, in the catalog, if you're looking to take the choppers and you scroll, you'll see that there's a choice of the 3 sizes: the small, the middle, and the large. And there's a special deal that if you want the largest one, you can get it with the little one at a special price. How it works is that instead of giving the amount of $45 and $79, it becomes $105 for both, because the same cover that you put on one fits on the second one. So you only need one cover for 2 parts. So when you look through on the website that we gave you, you'll see if you have the catalog, you can look through the catalog and see it there. You save some money when you get it as a system where you get 2 of them, and that works very well. Now, the whip and mix is another invention from Tupperware that's amazing. This one is one that a lot of people bought from me for Pesach, because this you could even use on Yontif. This is the capacity to make like a cake if you wanted to. If you wanted to take, this is 5-cup capacity. If you want to take a cake mix, you can actually make a box cake mix in here. But I'm going to be making a chocolate mousse right now. A lot of people use it to, you want to make egg whites, you want to stiffen your egg whites. In 30 seconds, this goes. 30 seconds, that's it. So we're going to take a whip, we defrosted it. We're taking a few tablespoons of cocoa and sugar. And if you want to use the stevia, which is a healthier kind of sugar, there's little teeth on the bottom that you fit it into so that it locks. Then there's a gear. We only need the first gear because there's no flour in it. If I was putting flour in it, I would move it to the second gear. Then it would mix it better. So if you want to make a cake of some sort in here, and then you just turn it. Just like this. Kids like to make this. You want to count the 40, you'll see how it gets super fast. Look at that. Look at that. See that? Now, if you want to make it a little stiffer, you can go a little bit more. Really delicious. It almost doesn't want to turn anymore. You know that it's done. Now, if you were going to use this as, look, see? Get a spoon. Now you could use this if you want. You could take cookies, a few cookies, put them in the chopper, and pull the string a few times, and you get crumbs. You put the crumbs on the bottom, then you put your chocolate mousse. Then you could take another plain whip and just make whipped cream and have the whipped cream, the chocolate mousse, and the cookie on the bottom. Maybe put some sprinkles on top, and you have a beautiful dessert for Shabbos or any other time. If you want to make it really fancy, you can buy from the store those ready-made little muffin tins, not muffin tins, they're little pie crusts, mini pie crusts, and you bake them for 15 minutes and they're already baked. Then when it's cooled, you put this inside like a chocolate mousse pie, and then you put whipped cream on top, and you could freeze it. Then when you need a dessert, you can put it in your Tupperware, of course, store, like one of these containers. Like one of these on the bottom. And when you need a dessert, you pull it out when you're up to your main course, and everybody gets their own personal chocolate cream pie. That's a very quick dessert, and you'll always have some kind of dessert that way. You want to come and taste it? It's really good. This is called the whip and mix. And there was a test on it where they made it. They had a chef on the stage with an electric mixer, and they had somebody using this one. Oh, it's good. And by the time this was done, in 40 seconds, the chef with the electric one lifted it up and his was still liquid. So this is faster than electric. Faster. That's 55. I kept all my ingredients, of course, in my Tupperware modulars, where I keep my cocoa, or where I keep any of my products if I want to keep it airtight, leak-proof, and bug-proof. That's the way you organize your pantry. All these different products can be gotten in our catalog. They're absolutely amazing. And if you wanted to take advantage of the other products that we have, for example, right now, if you'll see, let me share with you the sale flyer. You see this picture? The measuring cups right here on a pink color. These are the summer catalog special flyer. We have the paddle scraper in that pink color, whereas I'm using the, just to show you the shape of it. You see a zester there. You see the strainer. It's a 1-quart strainer in the color of blue. I have a different color because these are my original, but the ones you see here are the colors that they're giving you. And you also can see this beautiful 5-piece set of Tupperware bowls. This is the vintage Tupperware. This is the Tupperware they had for your grandmother. It's the original colors, and they brought them back just for this month, just till May 24th. Really special. The same thing with the big bowl, the Fix and Mix bowl. I always made a joke that that's my husband's cereal bowl, but it's a great bowl. It's amazing. It's really, really special. At the same time, here you see the one in red. So that if you're going to be zesting a lemon or anything of that sort. By the way, anybody driving one of these? You know, driving a lemon means not a good one, right? Some people say they're living with a lemon. I hope not. You make lemonade instead of lemons, right? And that makes life easier for you. But if you wanted to make life easier, you could join me and do what I do. It's a lot of fun. If you want to go out to someone's house and do a Tupperware demonstration, you can if you like. But a lot of people these days do like to do Zooms, although I wouldn't mind coming to your house, bringing my things and making something nice for you and your friends. At the same time, you'll get to taste what I make. That will be special. And when you do have a party and your sales reaches the level of about, even just for dating the party, you get a gift. Just for smiling at me, you get a gift. And when your sales reaches the 200 level, there's a choice of gifts over here. You have 4 different things you can choose, 4 different types of Tupperware there. Little impressions bowls, thank you bowl, that's like 3 quarts. And then you have the small fridge smarts, which hold your herbs, and then a set of 4. These are just automatic gifts that you choose one. When your sales reaches the 300 level, then you have free Tupperware that you can go shopping in the book. You get 10% credit of any orders that come in through you, outside orders, people that decide they want to order something, maybe from your office or whatever, so that when the sales reach 300, you get to choose any one of those. And 10% off anything in the catalog. And you get half off of any one item in the book. It could be a set of pots. It could be anything, but half price once you reach the level of 300. Now, because it's Tupperware's birthday, there's some really special things going on now because it is Tupperware's birthday. What you get this beautiful, cute little salt and pepper shaker just for having your Tupperware party in Nechama. And when your sales goes to 350 and 2 of you decide you want to have coffee, tea, and me. In other words, 2 friends, 2 relatives, 2 neighbors, and I come over, or we do a Zoom, you can get these beautiful ice trays, which are really great. There's about 50 things you can do with this. Besides the regular ice cube tray that you want to fill with water. Remember, when you fill this up, what happens is that you don't wet the floor. You snap it closed. And then you could do another tray if you want. But when you want to take something out, what's so special about it is that there's a silicone base. And when you pop it, out pops the ice. Pops right out. So you don't have to fight it to get it out. Now, it's not just plain ice. You can freeze in here. You can make fruit cubes. You can take wine cubes in here. I like to use it when I make a sauce. Let's say I made stuffed cabbage, or I made meatballs and spaghetti and I have a lot of extra sauce. I put all my sauce in here and I write on it that it's meat. So I know this is the meat one. And when many times I will take extra meatballs. Now, one of the demos I like to do is called Freezer Tricks Your Mother Never Taught You. I'm not doing that tonight, but we could do it next time. I could do it, let's say, at Sharon's house, or maybe I could do it at Tanya's house. You never know. We could do it at the next one, Sarah's house, Sarachel's house. All you do is invite me, and we'll do a freezer tricks class. One of the tips is, let's say you baked or you made 85 meatballs and you froze them. And Nechama heard about it. She said, oh, I want to taste it. And Sharon says, well, I made them 2 days ago, and now you need a hammer and a chisel to separate it, right? No, there's tricks that I teach you how not one will stick to the other. So if you made matzo balls or anything of that sort, and you freeze them at the same time, nothing will stick together. What I do with the sauce is I put the sauce in here, and if I'm going to pull out a few meatballs for one of my kids, all I have to do is pop out how much sauce I want to warm it with. Boom, 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 and I got it ready. They do sell these in sets of 2, usually for about $30. But when you have the sales of $3.50 and 2 bookings right now, my host can get it. I believe it's for $5 for both. Yep, $5 for both. So this is like an extra bonus kind of a gift. This is besides earning the 10% free. This is just an extra. Now, when your sales goes higher and they go to the next level, which is $500, then it changes. Then you get 2 items for half off. And you have an opportunity, if you want, to earn this beautiful set of ice prisms. Now, I only have 2 pieces here right now, but you get the large bowl. This is the middle one. And you get this one too with covers and a matching pitcher and a matching cups. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. Like Shabbos, looks beautiful. You want to use this for make a mousse in here or a fruit salad in here. It's so pretty and has a seal, which is airtight and leak proof. These are ideal as gifts. They look so pretty on the table. And also right now, because it's Tupperware's birthday month, we have other specials happening. That when your sales reaches that level, you have a choice of getting our stack cooker. In the catalog, it sells for $145. It's in the microwave where you can cook 3 different foods at the same time in 20 minutes or 25 minutes. Now, I could make a stack cook meal for you at one of the demos if you like. You can also make a cake in here with 2 ingredients in 10 minutes. Would you believe that? It's a cake mix and soda, a can of soda. Amazing, 2 ingredients. And there's about 10 different cakes you can make, different sodas, different flavors. It's ideal. This is amazing. And instead of $145, it's only $99. That's a birthday present. That is for sale. Anyone can buy this. This is an extra item to purchase right now. So if you want to take advantage of this, this is ideal. Really, really special. Now this set right here is the barbecue set. This was in the flyer that you have. Where is it? Here it is. I have part of the set here. I don't have all the set. I don't know if you could see it. Okay. We have here 2 of the bowls from the set. These are incredible. The big bowl is huge. This big bowl you can put in here. It's called the Grill Essential Set. And it all comes together with the all-in-one that I showed you before. It comes with a shaker to mix your ingredients. It comes with the seasoned serve and the junior seasoned serve. Now what that is, how many times have you ever made a chicken recipe or a meat recipe and you wanted to marinate it? And then you put it in the fridge and then it starts to defrost and it gets all the drippings all over the fridge. Isn't that a mess to clean up, right? Well, what happens is when you put it in here, when you want to marinate it, you put all your seasoning, and I make Hawaiian chicken in here. Put my chicken, my seasoning, and all my ingredients. Well, inside you have grooves, the same grooves on the cover. So when you put it in and you seal it from corner to corner, it's sealed. Let's say a few hours before you go to bed, flip it over. You get up in the morning, flip it over again. And then by the midday, when you want to make your dinner, it's all marinated. It's amazing. Well, there's a big one and a small one in the set. I would use that one for my fish, and you would have the most amazing flavor in your food. Then it also has the hot dog keeper as a choice to buy. The hot dog keeper they had years ago. They brought it back. How many times, I know many of you maybe make a whole pack at a time, but if you don't make a whole pack at a time, if you do freeze a pack, you have to fight it to separate it. You know, maybe you need a chisel and a hammer. or whatever you want to use. This is amazing because each one goes in their own spot. They stay together, but apart. They won't stick together. You can put one or two, whether it's turkey franks or chicken franks or beef franks, whatever it might be, because the cover holds them down. They don't slide and move over. And this right now is $18 for the hot dog keeper. My other favorite item is the hamburger keeper set. Now in the book, this part that's blue is really red. I don't have the main color, but it's the same exact thing. What I like to do is I take my large bowl, and if you have little kids, they'll love to do this. You put the mixture in, all the ingredients that you want to have in your recipe. And then somebody will be the one that puts the ingredients inside, and you look inside and it tells you where to go to what point. You put in your chopped meat, you twist and press, lift up, you have a perfect sized burger. So you're making a Nechama burger, or you're making a Tanya burger, or whatever you're making. And then you go to the next one and the next one, and you build up. And this way you have them stacked in the freezer and they're not stuck together. When you want to put it on the grill or in the oven, you separate them by separating the compartments. Now I have a little trick that I teach when I do a freezer class. When you're making fresh chopped meat, before you freeze it, take your pinky, make a little hole in the center. Because you know what happens? You know what happens, Nechama, sometimes when you're grilling a burger, it gets puffy in the middle. Then you put it on the roll and you take a bite and it squishes out. Well, to prevent that, hole does the trick. What happens is because if you freeze it with the hole, when you put the frozen burger on the grill, the fat, the grease, and the air come out of that hole. The hole closes up and it shrinks less. It works. And this way you have a better burger. Works really, really well. Now you can buy these in compartments. You can buy the sets of it. Or if you, besides that, you may not have enough when you want to make a big party. What I like to do is I get the original set, and this is a customer favorite. You can buy the hamburger press and freezer set for $27, and they give you a few compartments with it, and then you get extras for $19. But if you want to store them in a big rectangle Tupperware, you can fit about 20 in there, and I'll show you that later where it is in the catalog. And that one you could fit quite a few, and that's great. So these are from what's the specials are right now. You'll look at the flyer and you'll get to see it. There's another special right now too.
But those bowls, they come in a 3 set, right?
Right. In other words,
No.
the 3 set alone is sold out already because this is while supplies last. We were told that the essential set that it was supposed to be 175 was 79. It's sold out. So it does come with the whole set. That's not sold out. In other words, if you get the set, the full set you can get, but you can't get the bowls. In other words, for $79, you're getting the 3 bowls, which are normally $50 by themselves, 3, but you're also getting the junior season serve, the large season serve, and you're also getting this the all-in-one set. You know,
Yeah, but that bowl is very big, right? The biggest one, that's the biggest size, or that's?
Yeah, that's the big one. There's a middle size. The smallest one has a special cover so that you can put a hand mixer in it, a mix in it. It's really ideal, and it has a pouring spout. This is fantastic. The middle bowl is missing because it grew legs and walked off when one of my kids came for Shabbos. She says, "Oh, Mommy, I really need that size bowl." I says, all right, take it. I can explain to everybody that it's smaller than this one and bigger than that one. So it's okay. Yeah, that's what happens when your kids know what you do. If they want something, it disappears. But it's very nice. Now, if you want to be able to take advantage of all this, you can join us very easily because, you know, when you want to make some extra money, a lot of people are trying Tupperware because, you know, you ever walk around with your money and it's shrinking? The shrinking dollar? Has your money been shrinking on you lately? You want to stretch your money, like your gas bill, for example? Well, you can do that by joining and doing what I do. Part of what we do in Tupperware is we share opportunity. And if you'd like to join us, they have ability that all you do is you get a kit, which is one of the best ways to do it. You get the ability, let me look for the kit, I'll show you what it looks like. The whole, I'm looking for it. There it is. You get all this. How much do you think all this Tupperware costs? What do you think this costs? Nechama, how much do you think this costs?
Like over $100.
Okay, Shiran, how much do you think this costs? Give me an amount. Tanya, how much do you think this costs?
Maybe, I don't know, 70 to 100 around.
Sarah Rachel, how much do you think this costs?
I say 200.
200. Okay. Well, Sarah
Not
Rachel
so
was the
much,
closest.
200.
Would you believe all this is worth $425? But Tupperware doesn't ask you for that money. If you invest $119, you get all this and the opportunity to earn 25% minimum for selling Tupperware. But what a lot of people do too is instead of getting the whole kit, if they feel they don't want the whole kit, I don't know why you wouldn't, because you're getting so many pieces. They join and become a preferred customer. Now, when you become a preferred customer, it's like going to Costco. There you have to pay $60, $70 to join Costco, right? But $15 plus some tax, $16 and change. You become a virtual Tupperware preferred customer. That means you get the same benefit and you can earn or get all the Tupperware you want for this year for only 25% off. Isn't that amazing? So if you want to do something like that, let me know. And I'll explain how easy it is to do. But if you'd like to have your own Tupperware demonstration, very simple. We'll talk about it. Now, another thing that I love doing is helping people organize. That's part of the fun. Does this look like your kitchen? Maybe? Which one is yours? The right or the left?
You know the answer. The right.
You're right.
All right. Well,
The right.
it could be this one. Wouldn't you like that? That's fun. Well, this kitchen was changed to this. I did this. I do this all the time. In other words, what I do is you invite me to your house. And during COVID, I even did it without coming to your house. You call me up. I look in your cabinet. If you have video or you take a picture, you give me your measurements. And then on paper, I draw your cabinet that looks like this on paper. I color it so you could see all the foods and what's going to be in each food. Like this. Then when it's delivered, you find my diagram and you wouldn't believe I wasn't in your kitchen. You can have 3 cluttered shelves. When I'm done, you'll have 2 organized and 1 empty. You imagine that? Here, here's another one. This is before. And this is after.
Wow.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Now, some of these people got a lot of it for free because when they have a party, they had $500 free Tupperware, which meant she got about $85 free. And during this month till May 24th, when your sales goes higher to $1,000 in sales, and you have 2 people who want to do their own Zoom or Tupperware party, Tupperware is giving double sales credit. That means normally you get 20% free. They're giving 40%. That's $400 free Tupperware and 3 half-off choices. Can you imagine that? And you're not even putting up a pot of coffee if you do a Zoom. It's so simple. You get extra books from me so you can collect orders and build up the sales that way. It's amazing. Now there's lots and lots of things here. I'm not going to go through everything, but I am going to show you a little bit. These are our modulars. This is how we organize. This holds 5 pounds flour. This holds 5 pounds sugar. This will hold either your cocoa or your confectionery sugar. So in the width of your flour container, you have 3, 1, 2, 3, saving you space. That's how you save so much space. This is just part of the line. This is a very small part of it. My other favorite part is this. These are the fridge smarts. Next to the Tupperware modulars, it's the most exciting Tupperware. You ever open up a salad bag and it's mushy, or you pull a Kirby or Persian cucumber and your hand goes through it? Did you ever stand up celery and have Hawaiian celery? You know, it dances. You want celery that stands up and salutes you. It snaps at you. Well, when you have them in these fridge smarts, they're amazing. How it works, simple. Each container has a well inside that collects moisture. So if there's any moisture coming out of the fruit or vegetable, it goes into the well. It's not sitting in its liquid. Then on the outside, there are pictures of all kinds of the fruits or vegetables that go in, and a vent. You slide it over to the picture of the food that's going in your fridge. And by doing that, it preserves it. So that if you have strawberries in here, I've had strawberries in there for 12 days, even 21 days. It's amazing how long they stay in here. Incredible. Those, you know, the salad bags you buy, you know, the romaine cut up, or you take the salad bags, the dole, all that in here, it stays 5 times longer. This one I love when I put in, yeah, see strawberries? If you're going to put, you buy string beans, fresh string beans, I have a few weeks in here. Peppers, Herbies, all those go in here. How about watermelon, cantaloupe? You ever have to give your watermelon a haircut? You know, because the first slice gets mushy. You can cut up your watermelon, stand them in here, and the kids don't have to use a knife to get it. They go and they pull out the piece they want. It stays absolutely fresh. These are amazing. You will save so much money on your food. You'll look in the book and you'll see there's a way of getting these cheaper. And of course, when you become a host, you can get it for half off for the whole set and save yourself a lot of money this way too. The other favorites, so many favorites, is a Clearly Elegant line. This is like the ice prisms, except these you can buy. They look like glass. There's a whole line in the book to look at, all different sizes, whether you're doing dips or salads or anything of that sort. And the best part is they go one into the other. They nest. So I love doing that. Now there's so many nice things.
Those are the potato and the onion keeper?
Right,
The one-
yeah, these are. When you have your onions, you know, onions, they tend to grow, but you don't want them to. So we have the onion keeper, which lets it breathe, and they have to be in a dark place. That's why it's in black. I put them one on top of the other, garlic and onions together there, and this holds 10 pounds of potatoes. I put one on top of the other, and it goes under the sink, and you pull them out as you need them. You never put them in the fridge. If you put them in the fridge, you're going to ruin them because it takes away all the nutrition, all the nutrients of it. The big one is 30, the small one is 28. They're terrific. I had one lady who bought it for her nash. She buys the little bags for the kids for school. She fits about 25, 28 bags in there of nash. So before they go to school, they stick their hand in and pull it out, and they have their nash bag. Because each bag is already sealed. So you don't have to seal the Tupperware. It works well. There's a lot of things you can get. There's so much. I can't tell you all at one time. You're going to have to invite me again. Now, I want to ask you all a favor. I think you're sitting, right? I want you all to stand up a minute. Truthfully, everybody stand up. Come on, everybody. It's all right. I can't see you, but stand up. Come on, stand up. Now that you're standing.
There's one more, I believe one more person joined us.
Who?
Rachel.
Oh, hi, Rachel. Okay. Now what I want you to do is stretch your hands out. Everybody stretch your hands out. I can see you all at the same time. Stretch your hands out. Stretch. Now clap fast 3 times. 3 times. I don't hear you. I want to hear you. Thank you for giving me a standing ovation. Okay, now if you need any help, I'll be glad to help you. Thank you so much. Too bad you can't taste the food. It would be so good. Oh, let me look at the salmon. I forgot to take it out. Here's the salmon. Oh, wow. Wow, looks gorgeous. Look at the salmon. Is that beautiful?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh boy, if you could smell this. Wow, the smell is terrific. Amazing. Really beautiful salmon. And that was in 6 minutes. The Micro Pro Grill is another item that a lot of people like to earn for half off. It's a nice item. So, anyone have questions? I'll be glad to help you.
So that grill thing that grill set you have available, you said, right?
Yeah, sure. The Micro Pro Grill sells for $239. It's an investment. It's something you're going to use all the time. But if you want to get it for half off, you can get it as a host. When your sales reaches the 300 level, you can get it for half. If you decide you want to be a preferred customer, you can get it for 25% off because you'll be a virtual, consultant. But if you want to get it for free, have a good sales party and earn it for free. Because remember, when you hit $1,000 party, you'll get $400 free. You'll get more than one of those. That's great. Or you get a little higher sales, you'll get the 15% of your credit in free Tupperware. And that's something you can earn, not hard. Now I want to do my drawing. I have to put in the 2 more names. So do me a favor, the 2 people who came in, Sarah was one. I know I put your name down already, but the other person is who? Rachel? Rachel, what's your last name? Rachel, you're on mute. Rachel? She's not putting her information in. I needed to put it on the ticket.
It's Mordechai. Last name is Mordechai.
Oh, last name is Mardakhayeva?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to put your name in. Okay, Rachel, I want your, I would like